friends, I'm going to show you, I'm going to make a pumpkin pie, but I made my pie crust, and I'm going to show you how I roll it out, how easy it is to roll out. Just put a little flour down, or you can do it between, you know, 2 pieces of parchment paper or plastic wrap, whatever, but I just do it this way. Now it's nice and cold, so this is going to be nice. I just do it a little bit, turn, because it's really cold, but it rolls out best that way. See, just keep turning it. You can even turn it over. This is a wonderful crust. This is just like no-fail pie crust. Nice, nice, nice stuff. I got my handy-dandy little scraper. Go all the way around it so I can get that turned, keep it loose. Oh, I caught that with my finger. Did you see that? Okay. My pie crusts are never pretty, ever, but they taste wonderful. Okay, nothing big and fancy. I'm just going to show you how I do this. Just scrape it up a little bit. And then I just kind of carefully fold it in half. See that, how I do that? And fold it again. Now this is a big, huge pie pan. This pie plate's like a 10-inch one. We're going to lay it right in the middle of that. Flip it over that way. Flip it over again this way. Let's see here. Get that in there. Okay, we're going to take these little pieces off the sides. We're just going to fill it in wherever it needs to be filled in. Like I said, my pie shells are never pretty. It's alright. It's rustic. But they taste good. That's all that matters. At least to me anyway. I don't care if it's pretty as long as it tastes good. Oh well. Get this up here. Push that down a little bit. Make sure it fits in there nice. And then you just keep going around here. Roll this a little bit. Just like so. It does work pretty good. Everybody always laughs at me about, oh, maybe that isn't going to go over there. Laughs at me about my pie shells, but that's all right. They're not pretty, but they taste good, and that's all that matters. I keep saying that. So you just make sure you fill in all the cracks along your edges here. And if you got too much, don't be afraid to just cut it off. Okay. Just like so. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little spoon and I'm just going to go around the edges like so. See that? Nothing beautiful, nothing fancy. It just looks pretty. Gives it a little bit of a design. Okay. That's it. That's all there is to doing that. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. That's why I love a scraper. I'm just going to scrape my little bit of mess. Okay, put that in the sink. I usually make my pumpkin pies entirely homemade. Okay, this one's semi-homemade because my pie crust is homemade. This was a mistake, and I thought, well, I'll use it for a pie. Because if you've seen our pumpkin roll video, I bought canned pumpkin. Now, I didn't want to use my home canned pumpkin because I am saving it. I didn't can a whole lot of it, so that I'm saving. You know, I didn't want to use that on the pumpkin rolls. But I bought 2 cans of pumpkin yesterday, not even paying attention in the least. And this is what I bought. Pumpkin pie mix. I didn't buy the pumpkin puree, so this was a mistake. So I'm just going to show you, you don't even have to waste a mistake. We're going to make a pumpkin pie, a semi-homemade one. So here we go. We've got this whole can, because this was the one I opened yesterday and realized, whoa, actually Miss Mo realized, wait a minute, we can't use that. That's pumpkin pie mix. We need the pumpkin puree. So thank goodness she had some. Anyway, so this is what we got. This is a whole can. Now this can is, and I got a big pie, remember mine's a 10-inch. This can is 30 ounce. And for this entire can, I followed the recipe on the back. And all it is 2 eggs, without the shells, please. I almost put the shell in there. 2 eggs, and I did put the shell in there. Goodness, goodness, goodness. 2 eggs, and let's see, what else does it call for? 2/3 cup of evaporated milk. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you a trick. I don't have evaporated milk. So this is what we're going to do. 2/3 of a cup. You'll love this trick. Okay? This is the milk I always use to bake. So we got to pour 2/3 of a cup right here. You don't need to spend money on evaporated milk. As soon as you see this. Okay, there's 2/3 of a cup right there. The next trick, or the trick to it, is you take a tablespoon of cornstarch, mix it in there, mix it up real good, and that's about equivalent, that's the substitute for evaporated milk. And all it is this is just like a lighter version, really, because you can use regular milk and just throw some cornstarch in there, because that is actually what thickens the pie and helps it set. So if you've got a recipe, or if you want to make a pumpkin pie and you don't have evaporated milk, by all means don't run to the store. Just throw a tablespoon of cornstarch in with some regular milk, and you got it knocked. So there we go. We're going to mix that up. We're going to mix this up really, really, really good. You don't even have to put any spices in this, because all the spices are already in it. I can't believe that I grabbed those 2 cans. I thought, man, that's an awful big can for pumpkin puree. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm grabbing that. No, wrong one. But that's all right. We'll make a pie out of it, because you know what? They'll still eat it. Yeah, you don't have to add any spices. You know how sometimes you do something, or you make something, and you got to doctor it up a little bit. Even right down to a box of au gratin potatoes, you still got to doctor it up a little bit. But this, oh, this is nice. I don't need to put anything in there. I can smell all the spices in there. That really is nice. Okay, so here we go. We may have to use some more, because I never make pie with, with canned filling. And, yep, I think I'm going to have to make some more. That's all right, because you know what? I got another pie shell, and I got a smaller pie plate, so yep, see, that's not quite full enough. I want mine fuller than that. A little bit anyway. So I'm going to whip the next one up. Actually, I don't know. That does look pretty good, doesn't it? I don't think I need to fill that anymore. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it just like that. This is going to go into an oven, 425 degrees, for 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes. Then it's going to turn down, it says it's going to turn it down to 350 degrees and bake for 50 to 60 minutes. So also I am going to take and put some aluminum foil around this probably midway through, because I don't want the crust to burn, and that crust will burn in 50 minutes. So we're going to stick this in the oven. I'm going to whip up the other one because I'm going to make another pie too. And when it's done, I'm going to put the camera down here. When it's done, I'll show you how it looks.